There we go. Done our first lot of automation. Really, kind of, sort of. And now we just wait for this to build up a bit. And now we look at the next phase of things. It's going to be to start on the copper. So I'm going to need some more electric drills. Yeah, we've got heaps of time on our iron ore. Cool. Now this one is kind of square, but I've decided it goes this way. This one is shaped to go this way. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get our drills. You put them in spot 5 for now, not that... Not that it matters too much. I got any more of those? Oh good, we can build repair packs now. I just need more iron, of course. Now if only I had a ready source of iron. Oh wait. I could build walls, I could build radars. Okay, I want some more power poles. Yes. Oh dear, I seem to have run out of copper. Whatever shall I do? More copper? Belts. Ha 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 ha. Yes. There we go, and now I can finally turn off this one. Boarded box. All right. So right now this is just a temporary thing. I've got my copper, I've got my iron. I just need stone. And then I'll look at building my startup base. Finally. Yes, of course I destroyed the box. Of course I did. Alright, so I don't... I say probably don't need that much. But I'm going to go ahead and give myself more than I think I need. Right. So I've got the stone there ready to go. We're now full on coal. We're about to get steel processing. So I'm actually technologically ahead of where I am right now. But it is time to bring out the blueprints. So I've condensed a little bit. This is one of the ones that I want. It's going to give me a few things, and I developed this on stream. This is actually for base B that I built this. It's had a few revisions since then. So I'm going to want lamps. I'm going to want green signs. Then that's going to enable so much more. But it'll take a little while to do that. Hooray, we got our steel processing done. So I don't need steel right away. Alright, so these are producing hard now. Okay, we're reaching 33% capacity. I should allow for some room. I think I'm going to have to put the starter base here. Which means building it downwards. Probably from here down, or over here down. Side swing would be out there, which means things have to weave around down and into there. So yes, I am blue. I am going to go ahead and drop a blueprint. We're going to take things this way. So there we go. There's phase one. But while I wait for that, I should start looking at my steel production. And of course, it's in the wrong place. Now this just takes iron ore and coal in two opposite directions. And then spits out steel. Also, I think this is another one of my designs. I think I designed this. So, yes, I am being one of those drop a blueprint streamers, but I believe you should be able to explain all your blueprints if you're going to use them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So, on this side here we have iron coming in. And on this side here we have copper coming in. Now I do have to handcraft my fast inserters. of which there are 19. So, I'm going to need more copper and I'm going to need more iron. It is going to... 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So while I wait on that, let's at least put the electric infrastructure in. Yes, it does take a little while to build the fast inserters by hand, but that's okay. So this performs to the golden rule of electric circuits, green circuits. 3 copper cables to 2 of these. That is the golden rule. And that is the simplest ratio and the first ratio. Everyone should know that ratio. So iron comes in here. I have it divide into 2 lines so that I can get some throughput guaranteed for my undergrounds up here. Now I am going to have to smelt some steel for these steel chests, annoyingly. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick little burn. And let's start making some steel. So iron comes in here. This uses iron for the plates. Copper comes in here. This is also why I have that there. Now, copper comes up here and I have it going this far. It will go on soon. But what happens here is that we have our gears being made. 2 lots of gears. One of them helps with that. And the important thing is that it goes on the outside rail here. Belts go into here. When we make the belts, it'll just pick up the iron from here. So all these things require iron, so it goes into there. Boom. Happy. Because these require chips as well, which gets spat out onto these lines here. That picks up chips there for the splitters. And then they end up going into those boxes there. Nice and easy, and we've run out of iron or copper or both, as it turns out. Both. For our red science. We won't be able to see in the dark, and that will suck. And then some magic happens here in regards to the stuff over here. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. Let's go ahead and put all our fast inserters down. Even if we're not exactly using them yet. I totally could have stolen some gears out of here to make my life just a little bit easier. I need to make more of these. And we'll need to make more of those, which means I need more iron. Right. Gonna need some long-handled inserters. And then some ordinary inserters. Meanwhile, let's see how steel's going on. Steel. Yep, steel requires 5 iron plates. Which is why you need 5 times as many smelters as iron smelters. Alright, so we've got some long-handed inserters to go in. I think the medicine you can actually walk through here by default now. I think you can actually walk between the mining. Nope, you can't squeak through. I think that's all the steel chests we need right now. Right. Magic happens along here. I'll explain what's going on here in a little while, but know that this waits for there to be 100 belts in there before it actually does anything. I need more power poles. I'm gonna need way more power poles. I should also probably start thinking about building lamps. Okay, that is set up nicely for now. We have the important stuff ready to go. I just now need to get it going. Now remember how I had the stone down here? Well, it's time to make good on that. I want you to make furnaces. And to just put them in this box here. I should have been doing this a long time ago, but oh well. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead with part 2 here. Actually, this is more like part 2, I suppose. I'm going to build that this way. Of course I did. Why didn't I see that? I need red and green signs, both for that. Which means I need 120 reds and 120 greens. Oh boy. We will come back to this. But we'll get it ready nonetheless. Right, it is time to get rid of this. Because we are going to turn this into a full-blown smelter. It's 48 stone, right. There we go. So that is basically what I was building off to start with. See in blue what I already have there. This is also kind of why I set these up here to start with. This now means I need lots of these. And somewhere down here should be my furnace factory. You've now got enough furnaces for this. So the general trick is to build your furnaces first, then you can put your inserters in. Of course I need 96 of those things. I don't know how many times I've built this design. It is like the standard design. Now I need to expand this. Because I'm definitely not producing enough. Because one full belt requires 30. And this consumes one full belt. Now, I'm ghosting this middle area here. So that I can utilize power. The reason why I've got energy distribution in queued is so that I can make my life so much easier. I'm about to break things. That goes to there, and then we do a simple turn around. We take that away, and there we go. I can make my other 48 of these, so I don't quite need that many. And this will be the first area I put lights in. Look at that! We can see! With that, we've got our first full smelter. Okay. And now we are finally automating our belt production. Hallelujah. So we've automated our belts, we've automated our undergrounds. Now, I said I was going to explain this. Or the magic stuff that goes on with this, because there's a lot of magic that goes on with this line. So, we have two gears working here. Oh! Ah, that's my, little alarm that I've set myself. So that I actually take a break, get up, and stretch.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
Okay. Having a little bit of fun with the music there. So, I have returned, I have my coffee, I have replenished my drink. So, yeah, let's get things back underway. There's magic that goes on over here. I was going to explain. So, these two things here, one of them pretty much supports building the, what's it called, the belts. On day of work, we're doing alright, glad to hear. Underground belt just requires belt, which gets lined up here, and iron coming from over here, and then the splitted world, it requires the chips. We will get to that. But eventually what's going to happen is that when this reaches 100, which should now get close to because it's getting there. But when this reaches 100, it will start spitting out extra belts onto here. That's why that one is logic circled enabled. When it gets to here, the long-handed grabs the gears that goes into making inserters. Then this splits it. The gears go down this side. The inserters go down this side. On the inside, which is going to leave room for these extra inserters when they get made to go onto here. And this is... So if it's greater than or equal to 51, so in other words, a minimum of 50 in there, it then goes onto here. So we now have inserters and belts down here. So belts on this side of the lane, gears in this lane, not gears, inserters in this lane, gears go down here. And then this is a very clever arrangement. When you have a filter in front of a inserter like this, or you just have a belt going into a sideways inserter, only the lane on the open side of the inserter goes through. So over here, we're going to have copper on this top side here. This is why this is free, and it's kept free. So there's a lot of little tricks going on in just a very short space. So now, I should work on getting the copper in. So to that end, I need another smelter. Actually, is there anything we could be making right now? Well, heavy armor. We could probably do that. In fact, since this copper plate is just sitting around doing nothing, I'm going to go ahead and kickstart the process. Even though it's probably not going to be enough, at least we can get chips made, and our inserters being made, and our splitters being made. Actually, you can start to see the magic happening that I explained earlier. Right, we've got belts now starting to come out, and they're all lined up along that side there. And this is starting to build back. This is good. I've also got this open here and this kind of open here, so I can just grab iron and copper as I need to. So it's not a very fast lot of chips, but it doesn't need to be. It will build up in time. So it's about to get to 51. That's going to turn on. There it goes. And it starts putting the inserters on this side. Speaking of inserters, I'm going to need quite a few. 88, that should be enough. 50 steel plates. Well then, let's... That's going to be 250 total. Then... There we go. Eventually I'm probably going to convert this copper smelter into an iron smelter. Now I need to get more copper from my electric drills. If only I had a source of iron and green circuits. お世話になってあります. Thank you for watching. Check out my other videos, or come follow me on Twitch to see it live and unedited. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. It really does help when you do that. Until next time, wear sunscreen, and お疲れ様でした.